Starting off the tutorial by applying my Instant Firming Beauty Shot by Ren. I like this just before makeup because it gives a really thin base, but the makeup goes on top of it really nicely. I'm just going to apply the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, I think it's the Magic foundation, and popping in some MUA colour drops with that and mixing it together. This makes my skin look way more tan than it is, which is really nice for the summer. I'm just rubbing off some of the parts of the foundation where I want my freckles to show through. And now I'm going to start contouring, but it's also kind of bronzing my face as well. I'm using the MUA Pro Base. It's actually a concealer set in the shade Sienna, and I love to use the warmer shade like around the borders of my hairline and actually on my cheekbones to contour and add a little bit of warmth to it. Now adding highlighter pretty much everywhere. This one's the one from Collection. It's like a really nice pink pearly sort of colour. I'm just blending that in everywhere with a clean foundation brush. Adding a little bit of the cream bronzer across my nose for like a natural sun-kissed look. And then I'm using concealer just where I need it. I'm actually using that to sort of carve out the contouring that I did earlier. And then also concealing a little bit under the eyes, just where I need it, in the corners there. And I kind of use this to sculpt and contour the nose as well. I love using like a reddish toned cream blusher on my cheekbones and across my nose to give a little bit of a naturally sun-kissed, naturally sunburned kind of look. I think it looks quite realistic when it's blended in, and it's quite cute as well. Now using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade, I'm just filling in the tops of my arches and any gaps that I have in my eyebrows just to kind of sculpt them out and make them look way more defined. I actually tint my eyebrows, so I didn't need too much because I'd just done this, but it's nice to kind of make sure the shape's a little bit more defined. To add a little bit more definition, I sometimes take a tiny brush with a little bit of concealer on and just go around the edges to tidy it up. Starting on the eyes, I love applying a little bit of bronzer just to my eyelids to warm up the whole look. And then I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury, I think this is the Dolce Vita palette. I'm taking a warm shade and a dark shade, kind of mixing them together, and then just adding them in the crease for a little bit of definition. After a little bit of inner corner highlight with the lightest shade, I'm going to take a powder bronzer and go over all of the cream contouring that I did earlier just to set it. So I'm applying my favourite red lip. This is one from a brand called Essence. It's super cheap and it lasts all day on me. Adding a tiny bit of mascara just on top of my lash extensions. So I'm just adding a little bit of powder highlight on top of my liquid highlight, and I'm going to shade just underneath the eyes with the same two shades I used earlier. I'm now just adding a couple of little faux freckles under my face, and I think this makes the skin look super natural. It makes it kind of look like you're wearing less makeup, and it's really cute. I'm just adding the Aesop face hydration spray, and that's the finished look. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.